Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. Glad to have you. You know, Sturgis is right around the corner, and I thought I'd do a short video for you mature riders who maybe have never been there, wanting to go there, but you see all these other videos of people getting drunk and partying and riding their bikes like crazy. I want to show you the other side of Sturgis for mature riders like us. So I thought I'd share my experiences. I've been there many times. I think I've only missed 2 years since 2011. And it's a great place. I want to show you and tell you why you should go. For you older riders, I know you've probably seen a lot of videos on people getting trashed and drinking too much and thrown up on the streets and the campgrounds, and there's plenty of that going on, but that's not what Sturgis is, and you don't have to go near those places. There's a lot of just wonderful people there, especially on Main Street. I'll show you some video on Main Street. I think I've met some of the most down-to-earth, great people at Sturgis. You know, everyone goes there to real motorcycle enthusiasts go there to see motorcycles, and when you run into people on Main Street, they want to talk about motorcycles and their motorcycle and compare yours to theirs. And the motorcycles that are on the street are everything from antiques to custom to new bikes. They're everywhere. If you want to see something, it's going to be on Main Street, and the Main Street goes on forever. I've got some video. And there's also a great coffee shop there for those of us who don't drink anymore. The coffee shop is really nice. You can sit there and actually watch people. It's got blacked out windows and hardly anyone knows it's there. And they walk right by and you can stare out at the world. But it's a great place. I met a couple of just great groups of people there. I think it was last year when my friend Dave and I ran into a couple of guys who flew in. They were pilots and shipped their bikes in, and we had a great time with them. So Main Street's a must-see. And then there's Keystone, Mount Rushmore. If you've never been to Mount Rushmore, it needs to be on your bucket list. Even if you don't go during Sturgis, you need to go. The Black Hills are something. And there's a lot of monuments there. Crazy Horse. There's a little town right at the bottom of Mount Rushmore. It's called Keystone. And it's kind of a must-see. Then, of course, you've got some of the riding. One of my favorite roads is actually 385 out to Hill City. But you've got Custer State Park. There's the wildlife loop, which you kind of have to watch out for bison, buffalo. I was only there once when I didn't see any, and it was just probably that time of day. And as long as you're careful, you don't bother them, they won't bother you. And so far I was there for 3 years, and it seems to be the time of Sturgis is when the buffalo like to raise their young. You see a lot of babies with their moms, so yeah, you just leave them alone. There's also just riding in general. I love to ride 385. There's also Needles Highway. And Needles, it's kind of a white knuckle thing in parts, but mostly it's just beautiful. There's also Iron Mountain Road, which is really something. That's a real nail biter as well. You just gotta know what you're doing. It's so beautiful, it's easy to get distracted. But those are my favorite places to ride, to be. There's a town of Hill City and Custer. They're just great places. These are places for motorcycle enthusiasts who just want to get up in the morning and you want to ride. You know, you're not partying all night, so you can get up early in the morning and go. And if you're going to go to Needles Highway and Custer State Park, go early. Bring some cash. It's like $10, I think, to get in. But you don't want to get there, especially in parts of Needles where it's really, really winding downhill. You don't want to be there with 500,000 motorcycles. You want to be there early and when there's very few there, and have the roads to yourself. It's a great experience. Then we've also got Badlands. Badlands is just out 90 from Sturgis. It's not that far. You've got Wall Drug. The Badlands themselves are just beautiful. It's like nothing else in South Dakota. It looks like the moon, or it looks like you're on another planet. But it's definitely worth seeing. And Wall Drug is right there, not far from there. It's a good place to stop, get some food. And then going back to Sturgis, if you stay on 90, you'll reach, it's about an hour past Sturgis, you'll reach Devil's Tower. Devil's Tower is just another place that, it's not a party place, it's just another great monument. And it's definitely worth seeing. I've got some video of that. When you get there to Devil's Tower, you ride in, that thing is just staring you in the face. And it's just a great ride up there. I don't think there's a bad road anywhere between Devil's Tower and Sturgis. But you know, south of Sturgis is some of the best riding roads that you'll ever find. The best riding roads in the country. Possibly the world. I mean, there's people come from all over the world just to ride the Black Hills. I really think it's something you if you're thinking about doing, you should do. But the rest is just riding. So maybe I'll leave you with just a little bit of riding.